did they know? Was he allowed to use the
Right.
same cover art? Because he's double dipping.
Right.
And he's getting paid from multiple different companies and artists to use the same picture. Did you see Doja Cat? She premiered her new cover art for Scarlet, and it was this super cool looking spider kind of thing, and it went super viral. So what happened?
She has her album coming out, Scarlet, on September 22nd. So that's the cover art that Doja Cat, is releasing or released as far as like saying anticipation for her album coming out. The other band is Youre, and they are a German metal band, and they also are releasing the same artwork. They've been using this artist's name is Dusty Ray, and he has been, the graphic designer for Youre since I think like 2019. So he's been working with them for a long time. And then, yeah, so you could see a little bit of the differences. You got the blood drop at the top of Doja Cat's, looks like kind of like a teardrop shape. And the other one is more of a, just kind of like a regular drop, not so much artsy or shapely, but yeah.
And then let's take a look at this artist's profile. And a little further down, you'll see the spider art, which will be the new version of the cover that Doja Cat released. All right, so here's you'll see this here momentarily. All right, and so then this is the updated Scarlet cover. So what do you think? Did they scramble?
I think it brings up a lot of interesting questions because Doja Cat, as soon because this thing went viral as soon as she posted something, it went viral everywhere that it was like the same exact cover art. Um, and just hours after that, she took it down. She took down her announcement of the post, and then she put this up today, but with no explanation. So I don't know if the artist, or if she knew that the artist was double dipping in the artwork. I don't know if she was aware of it. So it just kind of just brings up a lot of questions about what was in their contracts, what was in their agreements for even doing the deal with the graphic designer for exclusivity. But I bet you this probably happens a lot, but just with social media, people are on it right away. And I mean, this guy has a lot of followers, and the artwork is really cool.
There's been multiple posts of this, but this was April 11th. And
Right.
I'm
So
still
that was a long time ago, and she just kind of scrambled. That must have been like a second choice. It's odd that it's on his site before. I would think that even with that kind of stuff, I'd be like, can you create me an original one?
he definitely has a certain style,
Mhm.
and he's definitely going to get some additional publicity from all of this, which is never a bad thing. The follow-up question to all of this is then what does this mean, right? So then my question would be, the contract that they had with this artist, you know, did they know? Was he allowed to use the
Right.
same cover art? Because he's double dipping.
Right.
And he's getting paid from multiple different companies and artists to use the same picture. So
And
I'm
that's
sure someone's pissed
embarrassing. And
either
that's pretty
way.
embarrassing for
Yeah.
Doja Cat. I mean,
Yeah.
just whatever. And I'm surprised that she just went with, maybe her second choice when she was deciding on which spiders she liked when he was giving her options. So I don't know if it was like one of those kind of things, but I think it's just weird because I'd be kind of bummed out. I'd be kind of bummed out. I mean, it brought a lot of attention to the Chopper band because they are, now being kind of associated with Doja Cat and the controversy. They're keeping their spider cover. They've already done their pre-release. Their albums are coming. It's weird because their albums are coming out, I think, a week apart from each other. It's all around the same timing. I mean, he knowingly did that.
And I just wonder, maybe this artist just didn't think about it. But if you're doing anything for an artist as big as Doja Cat, that it just wasn't really a smart move,
Right.
because if he was trying to do a quick kind of gotcha, whatever, it's a quick buck, he doesn't really care.
Local
You're
band
not
in
gonna have
Philly, local band in like, Chicago, and then like, nobody will notice, but like Doja Cat.
Well, you're just not gonna have a repeat customer. And
Right.
in fact, I'm surprised that they went back to him and just
Yeah.
used a different picture, because if it was me, again, the embarrassment kind of thing,
Yeah.
I might just go with someone else entirely. So again, I don't know all the back workings of this, and maybe someone just, didn't know and he didn't think about it and they didn't make it required as exclusive, so just maybe an ouchie to the legal team, who knows?
I just think it's always kind of funny when you see, when you see that these artists are just people too, and these labels are just people too, and they make major mistakes, just like you might make a major mistake by spelling your song name wrong or whatever. They didn't get their proper clearances or get all their ducks in a row and making sure that this thing was exclusive or have that conversation. for a major artist like Doja Cat is kind of crazy. Very cool. I like her little artwork. It's cool.
Yeah, I love her hair. I feel like she's rocking what every chick secretly wishes that they could do at some point. You have to be really brave, I think, to shave your head. She looks great.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
right. So Doja Cat, new album coming out very soon, new artwork.